Opinions expressed by the On the Spot with David Rodgers show are solely based on the show's host, guests, and viewers. We are solely responsible for all show content in its entirety and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of any sponsors in any way. These broadcasts are presented and made public by the On the Spot with David Rodgers team in the hope that it'll be entertaining and informative to our viewers and listening audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's 7 o'clock and time for On the Spot with David Rodgers. And now, here he is, Mr. Friday Night, the show pony himself, the man, the dream, the legendary David Rodgers.
Good Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. My name is David Rodgers, creator and host of On the Spot with David Rodgers. Empty seat tonight, Mr. Byron Bagwell, my other host. He's not feeling well tonight, so we wish Byron a speedy recovery as he's fighting some Dave. You know, his allergies get really bad about this time here. So does mine, but it seems to bother him just a tad more. And again, I wish him nothing but the best, and can't wait to get him back here next Tuesday night. No Austin Stevens tonight as well, as he's got something else going on. And David, I don't know if you knew this, but we do have a simulcast going on the Spot Motorsports Media is also on tonight. As Mitchell Gunner, because of the busy schedule that's coming up with the Gator Nationals and things like that he's involved in, he needed to schedule an interview tonight. So Mitchell will be on as well on the Spot Motorsports, probably on right now. So, yep, right about now. So we're both starting at 7 o'clock. So simulcast usually don't happen. I think it's happened one other time, but I don't blame him there as he's trying to get things ready for the Baby Gators and the Gator Nationals. I'm telling you, it's a good thing, man, when you got both things going on, and pages are going great, the show's going great, both shows are going great, and he's doing a wonderful job over there. So if you're interested in motorsports, please make sure you go check out Mitchell Gunner at On the Spot Motorsports Media. And, of course, we're going to get our show started because we have a special guest tonight, David. Last week it was Nicole Slocum.
Yes.
She wrote an ebook called Rise and Reclaim, Healing After Heartbreak. From Heartbroken to Healed, your crown awaits Miss Nicole Slocum, one of our own, Bradford own. She graduated in 2012 here from Bradford High School. She now resides in Gainesville. She's a licensed massage therapist, David. And she also does a lot of things. Oh, we're back to live action, huh, Dave?
Yep.
You got her going. Hey, all right, man. Here I am sitting on my phone. And anyway, glad that you could be back with us. My name is David Rodgers, creator and host of On the Spot with David Rodgers. Mr. Byron Bagwell, who is my co-host and my partner, he is not going to be on the show tonight. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, shall I say, not the wind, under the weather. So hopefully that he'll get back to feeling better soon. Mr. Austin Stevens, who provides our weather service and our weather reports, he won't be with us tonight as he's got some things going on as well. But I do have the dancing destroyer himself, Super Dave Holland. Say hello, Dave, to everybody, brother.
Hello, everybody, tonight.
Hello, everybody, tonight. So, again, welcome into the show. Just to recap where we started off from the beginning of the last part we tried to do the show. We should have a great show. Something involving the community that's that piques her interest or my interest or the interest of others, and they want our help. This young lady I work with, she's always been good. She's always pretty sharp with everything. She loves cars, but she'll tell you all about herself. We got CiCi Maria will be coming on here in just a little bit, and we'll be talking about a couple of events that's going on and with dealing with car shows and the particular organizations that we will be doing. So, Dave, you looking for the plug? It's over there on the other side over there. It's got plenty of power though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does. I checked it. So, are we still having little issues?
No, we're good now.
We're
I
good
just
now.
had to move from
Okay.
my phone to yours.
Okay, so anyway, had to just get across a couple little technical difficulties, but hey, we're back on the air. Again, we're simulcasting tonight, David. We have Mitchell Gunner. He's doing On the Spot Motorsports Media as well. So if you're interested in cars, racing, anything like that, especially the NHRA going on right now, just had the big Daytona weekend, David, Atlanta Speedway this past weekend as well. So Mitchell's wrote up a bunch of great stories there. But they're doing a show tonight at the same time as we are, and I know he's got a guest that's on with him right now. So happens a couple of times. We try not to coincide with each other, but David, as busy as he is with what's going on racing, and all the racing events coming on, this is racing season right now.
Absolutely. He's going to be real busy.
So anytime that he can get a guest on and put him on, hey, more power to him, and we encourage it, as a matter of fact. So simulcast tonight, but for y'all that are tuning in to us, thank you for tuning in. Let's get the show started as we always do with our prayer, our pledge, and our patriotic quote of the night. For everybody that's at home, thank you for joining us. Please bow your heads with me. Our righteous Heavenly Father, thank you for a wonderful and glorious day you've given us, dear Lord. Thank you for this time, this evening, dear Lord, that we can have amongst our brothers, the OTS brothers, dear Lord. Whether it's the OTS On the Spot or the On the Spot Motorsports Media, that we both have great shows, that we both get the information out to each and every one of our viewers. Thank you for letting us live in the greatest country in the world today, dear Lord, the United States of America, the most freest and most powerful country in the world today, dear Lord. We're starting to see some good things move in some positive directions, dear Lord, and with your guidance and your touch and your healing, that we can make this happen, dear Lord. Thank you for our armed services, each and every one of those men and women that serve in all the branches across our military government, dear Lord, that you touch each and every one of them, that you bless each and every one of them, and you keep a hedge of protection over them as they go out and do the things they need to do, dear Lord, to keep us safe, whether they're serving here in the States, dear Lord, or abroad. Please keep a hedge of protection over them. Thank you for our everyday workers, dear Lord, everybody that goes out and makes America great again. As President Trump says, let's make America great again, and we got to start with the working folks, dear Lord. Our farmers, our truck drivers, our railroad workers, our steel workers, anybody that makes America move, dear Lord, that you keep a hedge of protection over them and you keep blessing them as they go out and try to do the right thing, not only for their families, but for our country as well. Thank you for our first responders, each and every one of those men and women, dear Lord, that go out each and every day to protect and serve, no matter where it's at, dear Lord, that you keep a hedge of protection over them and you bring them back home safely to their families, so we can go home at night and knowing that we can get a good night's sleep and the rest that we need, and we don't have to worry about anybody coming to help us out, dear Lord, because those first responders will be there. Any spoken or unspoken prayer requests, dear Lord, that you touch each and every one of them as you know their hearts and their needs and what it is they need, dear Lord. Put your hand over them and put your hand on them and make them have some healing comfort, dear Lord. Thank you for the food that we receive each and every day that goes to the nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to thy service. Again, thank you once again for letting us all get together tonight, dear Lord. Thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. Thank you for the rest of the week that you will be giving us, dear Lord. And we ask for all these things in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, and the congregation says, Amen. All right, Dave. Let's you want to do the pledge?
I most certainly do.
Do you? Do you want to lead it tonight?
Yes,
Would you? I would be honored if you led it.
I would.
U.S.
Be
Navy.
honored. Yes.
U.S. Navy, both of us, U.S. Navy, served almost around the same time.
74 to 78.
You went 74 to 78, and I joined in 81.
Wow.
So I was the delayed entry program 80, but I actually went in 81. So let's call it 80.
Yeah.
So we was right there. It was close.
Yeah, I got out of college and become a hairdresser and moved to Florida in 1980. So
right when I was going in.
Yeah.
And graduating. How about that? Does that tell your age? Tells mine.
a little bit.
A little bit. All right, Dave, let's bring up that beautiful flag, and then I'm going to let you go ahead and lead us in that pledge, if you don't mind, sir.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. All right, amen. Welcome into the show, On the Spot with David Rodgers. I am your creator and host, David Rodgers, right along with the missing Byron Bagwell, feeling under the weather tonight, but he'll join us next Tuesday. Mr. Austin Stevens is not with us tonight either, David, as he had some things going on. But we do have you, the dancing destroyer himself, our director and producer, Mr. Dave Holland. And by the way, Nicole and Milton and Danny asked me when you was going to do the Cupid Shuffle. I'm just repeating what they asked me.
Man,
that's going to be.
I don't know.
You're not sure yet?
I'm kind of.
And everybody that was watching was like, not the Cupid Shuffle.
I'm kind of medically down right now.
Medically down? Okay, we need to get you cleared on that?
Yes.
All right, and then you'll do it for us? Give us a few steps.
Doctor said, hold off on the Cuban Shuffle for right now, Dave.
Okay. All right, hold off on that. Okay, we'll hold off on the Cuban Shuffle. But hey, don't regret, because we are going to have somebody fill this seat tonight. And yeah, we are. And we have a special guest with us. That's a couple of weeks in a row that we've had a guest. And again, if y'all didn't hear what I was saying, I work with this young lady quite a bit. Just give us, don't say the name yet, but how long have we been doing this together, probably?
I want to say 5 years.
About 5 years or so?
When did you guys start, actually?
Well, we started 8 years ago. We're working on our 9th year, right, David? Yeah, we're on our 9th year. So about 5 years ago?
September 18th will be our ninth year.
We're going to have an anniversary show.
Oh, we're definitely, no doubt. But I think we've been going close to about 5 years, like I said. We'll round it off at that. But anyway, if it's anything to do with cars, if it's anything to do with some kind of special event, young lady is an animal lover. She loves animals. She loves dogs. She loves cats. She just loves all animals. And we're going to be talking about a couple of different things that she's going to be involved in that's upcoming within the next couple of months. But we've been doing a lot of things together, and she's going to be a great guest tonight. And she's going to come on here in just a few minutes after we take this commercial break in just a couple of minutes and talk about those things that she's doing, Dave. And she works with Mitchell Gunner as well. I should have let that out. She's worked with Mitchell, and actually, honestly, that's how I met her. I met her through Mitchell. She'd been doing some car shows, things with Mitchell, so that's how I met her. And of course, she's we've been doing things ever since. So anyway, she'll be on with us here in just a few minutes. I do have a patriotic quote of the night, David.
Let's hear it.
All right, short and sweet. And I'm not even going to ask you to guess because you would never guess it.
I don't know.
Okay. There is no honor amongst thieves. There is no honor amongst thieves.
Well, that's got to be Charlton Heston.
Well, I said, I went back and I said J. Edgar Hoover. I said the Texas Sam Houston. I said several things when me and Byron was talking about this, but Byron actually had to research it himself too. Even though it's a short little patriotic quote, it's something.
Guess.
Okay, do you? What is it?
I'm thinking Gordon Smith.
Gordon Smith. Well,
Sounds
I'm sure
like
he said that.
He would say.
I'm sure he said that. I'm sure Kat Kammett's probably said it too.
Yeah, I'd put that on her.
But, we went back and it's really anonymous. Nobody, it just sort of showed up, yep, and nobody took claim for it. So, like I said, Byron went back and researched it, I went back and researched it, and nobody really took any credit for that. So, it's anonymous, but no honor amongst thieves. Isn't that fitting of what's going on right now in today's world?
Absolutely.
And then even particularly this year, as everybody knows, unless you've been living under a rock somewhere in the coral reef somewhere, that we have a new president. President Trump is now president, and J.D. Vance is vice president, and there's several cabinet members that he's appointed that are doing some things, and it's what I want to say. It's very compelling of what these people are finding as far as our money, our taxpayer dollars, Dave. Yeah. You know, I worry about that. That's our money. That's her money. That's our money. You know, and I really worry about what they're uncovering and what they're finding. And as soon as we get through with our guests, I'm going to get into something just a little bit, and I want your opinion on it, because I talked to Byron on Sunday about it, and he sort of gave me his opinion. But I want to get your opinion on it as well. So let's do this. Can we go to a commercial break, Dave? Do you want to put your commercial up there, Dave? The haircutting commercial? You want to do Hair Business, or you want to do Miracle?
We got Miracle online right now.
You got Miracle online right now? Before you go, Dave, let me just say something about Kurt Miracle. I do want to say, Kurt, if you're watching or listening to the show, CiCi probably knows this as well. His grandmother passed away, and Kurt has, and I called him the other day, really shaken up about it. Kurt does a lot for this community, so I want to give him props and a shout out. Not only does he do good things for the Bradford Tornadoes, sports, all of it, and the school system, but he helps people out in the community as well. So I want to tell Kurt our prayers and our condolences go out to you and your family, Kurt, at this time. And if there's anything that you ever need, that you can contact any of us, Dave, and we'd be right there to help him.
And I'm sure he's got a ton of people that would do that, but we're right in line with that.
Yeah, Dave, I'm telling you right now, he's taken care of me several times. Hey, when I was down and out, or, you know, he's like, David, I'll fix it, man. Just pay me when you can. I'll pay him when I can. But he's taking care of it. He's got that heart. We know.
Yeah,
you can tell those shows that we did over in this place, and which we need to go back and do. He did ask me when we was going to do that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, we need to go over there. I know it takes a little bit packed, but we need to go over there, and we need to do a show from over there again. And, of course, he's welcomed here. He's been here before. He's welcomed here as well. But, Kurt, prayers and condolences to you and your family. And, you know, I know this is a hard thing, but I hate to say this, but, you know, those two will pass, you know, in time. In time, you'll never forget. But you know, it'll pass in time, and he'll get back to being Kurt and doing the things that he definitely does, for sure. So let's go to that commercial break, Dave, and then we'll bring on our special guest.
Hey Tornado fans, this is Kurt Miracle of Miracle Automotive and Towing, proud sponsors of Tornado Football. I want to welcome you to beautiful Stark, Florida and David Hurst Stadium, and thank you for letting us be a part of this community. We're here for more than your automotive and towing needs. We're here to be part of Tornado Country. Go Big Red.
Or a pause where the parent has to get things back on track,
Right.
or some circumstances happened, and it started with one kid that was at my house for a couple weeks, and I was like, you know, I told the parent, you know, it's okay, I'm not asking many questions, I just know she's here.
Right.
And it started that way, and then the next thing I know, the other kids knew Miss CiCi would help them. So then, you know,
So that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Then it started by, I don't know, was that coincidence?
Yeah,
maybe?
well, they were all my kids' friends. What was I gonna do?
Right.
You know, the state's calling me and they're like, "Hey, these kids are saying your name." And at the time, I was, you know, I was working, I was busy, I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but it always works out.
Yeah, it does. And by the way, not only that, I mean, we could title this young lady with a lot of things. She's also a tow truck driver, or at least was. I know she's getting into some other avenues and stuff. You know, she at one time worked for Miracle Towing,
Yes.
and then she worked. What was the other tow company? Down south, right?
Well, no, I worked for ASAP.
You worked for ASAP.
Yeah,
okay.
right here in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
That's how I met Amy.
Right.
And
okay.
then, you know, I've done some repossession work too.
That's what you were about to repossessing the pontoon boat. That's on
yeah,
that.
it's on my TikTok. There's also some like hot licks on that too. And then I think that's all.
Okay.
Let's talk about these events. Let's talk about
I want
I'm
everybody.
a drummer though. We got to talk about that too. I
go ahead
drum in a
while we're
band.
doing-
You know what? While we're talking about it, Painless Productions right here in Stark. I do a lot of work in their studio, and kind of goof around with those guys. They're pretty talented, and I've learned a lot and grown a lot from them as well.
So before we get into that, I always like to get to our comments and our viewers, probably like you do. Do you have your phone open and see who's commenting on yours?
No, I was talking to my pops.
Okay. Byron Bagwell says, "Good evening, brothers, sisters, patriots, infidels, and miscreants." Of course. Tom Bailey's on. Miss Shirley Bagwell's on. Austin, good evening. Yes, I got it. I'll read that weather forecast here in just a little bit. It's okay, Austin. I get it. I understand we've all been busy, or there's some kind of sickness going on or something like that. We definitely get it. No concerns there. He says, sorry, I haven't been in studio, everyone. Austin here, been at home. Home base doing remodels, updating a 34-year-old house. Yeah, when you're doing that, you probably got your work cut out for you. David, you know who's on? Karma Never Miss. You remember her from last week?
Yeah.
She said amen to the prayer, and she's watching the show. Say hello
Awesome. Hello, Karma.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. CiCi Marie's watching. How about that? She's my special guest.
Not because you told me to.
Well, there you go. Gary Wallace, I'm glad you're on. We didn't get a chance to talk the other day at the banquet, but we did. Gary Wallace, David, I don't know if y'all have all heard, which I'm glad, the Bradford Cowboys, the Pop Warner type football is back. They've rekindled that. So Gary's going to be our guest next week, and he's going to be talking about that in the upcoming events for Bradford. And I think that's very important. We need to have some kind of foundation where we teach these young men not only football, but life skills and things that they can learn through their coaches. And it's very important that we do that. You know, sports is great, but we need to teach them the other things that go along with sports. It's not always about sports. So Gary Wallace will be my guest next week. Good evening, Miss Bagwell. I love you. And no, we talked about some cakes coming up shortly and dinners and things like that. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. You know Scott Munnings?
I might.
Scott helped us out with the Start Splash Bash. He's the one that provided all the equipment and all the lights and everything.
Probably because I worked with that. So yeah, I'm a face person. Like,
so yeah, you would know Scott. Scott's a good dude.
There's so many people that like they'll talk to me about their car. They'll be like, my kids don't like going out to dinner in Stark because everybody wants to talk about cars while we're trying to eat. So
you're right.
I'm a face person, you know.
We got the sound back. Shirley said so. That's good. Yep, and Austin was about to call me and say, hey, there was no sound. Benny Jackson's on. Regina Burkhalter's on. Anybody on from your side that you want to say hello to?
Just my pops. He just
say hello to Pops.
Hi, Pops.
Hello, Pops.
I actually.
Hey, Pop.
He just had a hip replacement 2 days ago. He was already home.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. I was thinking another day or two. I had to go get him. That's why I was a little bit behind here.
No. You were, as a matter of fact, you were right on time. So thank you, Regina. I appreciate that. And anybody that's on the spot with David Rodgers, I'm your host, David Rodgers, special guest CiCi Marie, Mr. Dave Holland, producing and directing the show. All right, let's get right into the meat and the potatoes because there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. And let me preface to our viewers what I want to talk about. It's very important. Remember me saying about the taxpayers and about our money, where our money goes? Well, y'all all do know. Let me just go ahead and point this out to you. And CiCi, I won't get too political with you. But I'm going to say this. Y'all know we're double taxed on everything that we do, right? It doesn't matter what it is, what product it is, it's double taxed. There's always a tax previous to what you're getting or what's going on, and then there's a tax afterwards. And I'm going to tell you, one of my pet peeves is you own your home, right? Okay, Dave, you own your home. I own my home. Why do I have to pay the government taxes when I own my own home?
Right, exactly.
I am very torqued off about that. But we'll get into that here in a minute. As soon as we get through with CiCi, I'm going to get into a little bit about that. And I want to ask our viewing audience a question that I proposed to Shirley, Lisa, and Byron at the lunch this past weekend. And Dave, I really want to hear what you got to say about this. I'm going to keep you in suspense. No, yeah, I'm going to keep you in suspense for a minute. All right, back to CiCi.
Wait, that's why you call it on the spot.
That's it. I keep you in suspense.
I had to take notes so I didn't feel so on the spot.
By the way, Dave Holland's watching too.
Oh, hey, Dave.
I
won't tell you because you're right here.
All right, so we got a couple of things coming up, and especially you. I know that this particular event that's coming up this weekend, is sort of being run by you. Explain to everybody what's coming up and what's the title of it and where they can go, all the information that you can about it.
Well, this Saturday we're doing what they call is the cutest name ever, actually.
Right.
It's the Fast and the Furious, and it's a car show / dog adopt-a-thon. Okay, so if you like cars, come look at the cars. If you got a car, bring your car. If you want a dog, or even if you want to see what's available, there's really cute dogs at the shelter.
Okay.
They have their partners, which are, I think they have like 2 rescues that are really involved with them.
Yep.
And I think they will also be there as well. But all the proceeds go to helping the dogs that need help and the kitties.
Okay.
Because our shelter really does need some help. You know, it's all tax money, and we have a smaller population, but for some reason we have a very large animal population.
Yes, we do.
So, and a lot of animals that need homes or vet care, and they end up at the shelter, and then they have to make decisions and that type of thing. So we're hoping to raise enough funds to try to help with vet care for those misplaced animals, and possibly we'll get some adopted.
So where's this event at? What time? What?
It's going to be from 10 to 2, and it's going to be at the No Limit Smoke Shop. It's kind of in the same parking lot as the Harbor Freight.
Okay.
And I think we might have a cake walk if you'll kind of babysit. I just had some cakes donated.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
And if you'd have told me, and I forgot, I didn't know that we was going to do a cakewalk, but I probably could have had Mrs. Bagwell make a cup. You're talking about some cakes? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go ahead and say
happened, though.
I know,
It
and I'm not. Shirley just can't make a cake, right? You know, but I'm going to tell you right now,
She
Dave,
can still make a cake, though.
Dave, let me tell you something. Tell these people that's some of the best cake I've ever had.
I'm going to have to try.
All I can say is, good.
I've actually heard you guys talk to Byron about that during the
Oh,
show.
yeah, we talked to her about
pineapple
it.
upside down cake or something like
Oh,
something.
yes, pineapple upside
Okay,
down.
I'm gonna need one of those. So if she's watching, look, I love carbs. I'm okay. Like, just call me.
Oh, yeah,
We all love
we all love it. I'm telling you. Do you like pistachio?
I love pistachio everything.
One of the best pistachio cakes I've ever had.
I've never
If
had a
she's made it.
pistachio.
Oh my God. Well, if we ever get one, I'm gonna tell you what. Well, I'm gonna save you a piece because you're gonna say, "Are you kidding me?" It's everything that she does, Dave, is great, isn't it? Everything. I've never had a bad cake in my life from her. Have you? Dave? No. So look, she's like cake, okay, cake, yeah, cake. Arlene Morehouse, thank you for watching. All right, so I meant that. So you got you were talking about the possible cakewalk. Okay, so what's going to happen at this show? What time is it again?
It is 10 to 2, and there will be dogs there for adoption. So you should just come look at the dogs. And we're gonna be. I don't know exactly what's going on. I got to still talk to them, but I'll be posting updates on the page.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. I brought.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you brought that. Okay, there you go.
You guys come. This could be yours. Look how adorable with the dog print. And then this is for the top 10. And I have other surprises for guys coming to the car show. And actually, I wanted to. I promised I'd do a shout out. But
Okay. No, go ahead.
Pop's had his hip replaced. And you know, have you seen his Chevelle wagon?
Yes, I've seen it actually on your Facebook page, but I had seen it before. Yes,
Yeah,
beautiful. Are you going to take it? Are you going to bring it?
He's like, CiCi, I'm not. And I'm hoping he doesn't. Well, even if I drive him and he sits by it, but he has promised me that if nothing else, I can drive it. So
Okay.
it's in the air, but I'm just excited. I get to drive it either way, actually. So that's the biggest deal, honestly.
Okay.
I'm excited for Saturday, but I get to drive the Chevelle. So you guys should come check out Pop's Chevelle.
Hey, Dave. So I'm going to the opposite side of the road as she's driving. No, I'm only kidding. She's a really good driver.
Did I tell you, actually, and you'll like this, on the Voters' Day, I went over there, I just got off of work, and I walked in, and he looked at me, and he's like, "Did you vote?" And I'm like, "I'm really tired, Pops." And he's like, "No, you're voting. Let's go." And he's insisting I go, and I'm like, "I'll go, but I get to drive the Chevelle." What he didn't know was I was still registered to vote in Keystone, so that was a nice drive in the Chevelle.
Yep. And Austin, I'm gonna disagree with you, and I'll explain why. Not that you don't have a great comment, but let's table that off until we get done here. Absolutely. Go ahead. All right.
Well, our next event is actually, I think Mitchell is hosting it, and I had forgot to mention it on my live.
Okay.
I felt so bad, but it's at the Chesed.
So we got really
House.
3 events coming up.
Yes.
Starting this weekend,
Surprise!
and then,
This one is April 12th.
ooh, that's
So
birthday weekend for us.
Well, it's ahead of time, so there's
Yep.
time for everyone else to. And I have this event, I believe, is on Throttle Talk Girls, but I'm going to reshare it tonight just so everybody
Okay.
can go ahead and follow that. So
Okay.
I have so much going on. I have to write pages of stuff. But anyway, it's for car, trucks, and bikes. $20 to enter. And I think that's going to be at the fairgrounds. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we could ask Mitchell, but Mitchell's doing a show right now, so we
Yeah.
won't be able to ask Mitchell. But
So,
okay, so
and then we
that's,
got our
yes,
big event.
the big
coming.
event on April the 19th, correct?
Yep, and it is
Okay.
from 10 to 5. And
Okay.
here's why. We're also doing an egg hunt. We're going to have vendors. It's going to be it's actually for one of my favorite in the community charities too. And I just actually
What's the name of the charity?
Community Cat Caregivers.
Okay, Community Cat Care
Yes,
Givers
and it is,
Inc. Okay.
Yes, and it is run. The director, her name is Michelle. I just brought her my followers helped me get 200 pounds of cat food last week.
That's awesome.
And 32, I think, cans of wet food. And
Wow.
I dropped it off there, and I met with her, and I talked with her for a while. The sweetest lady. She loves cats, too. So Chelsea went, and they talked about cats forever. But anyway, they're going to have live music at this event as well.
Right.
They have rented out the whole park and Flora home for this event. Wow. This is probably going to be the biggest car show that I've done so far this year.
Wow. Okay.
I always hope that for everyone, but this one we've got a lot of vendors. It's right off of what's that, 100? Yeah,
right.
it's right off of 100.
Right off of 100.
And we're also going to be open to bikes, and we're going to have a special award for the best bike, tallest truck, that kind of thing. That is also going to be $20 to enter as well. And I have the flyer posted if you guys want to save the flyer off.
Which I wanted to ask you, as we're talking about this, how can they get a hold of you? How can they see these events? Won't you tell everybody through your Facebook?
Yeah,
Or whatever?
either my personal Facebook, which sometimes I check more with the Throttle Talk Girl just because a lot of spam bots and
Okay, so give
stuff.
the Throttle Talks Girl
Yeah,
thing
just
up.
message me on Throttle Talk Girls on Facebook preferably, but I also answer TikTok. I'm not on there as much unless I'm uploading stuff.
Right.
But anyway, we're also really quick. I also wanted to say I think we're gonna do $10 for the entry for that if you bring a bag of cat food because we're doing a cat food drive during the car show as well. So you get in the car show for $10. Bring cat food, preferably dry. We'll take anything cat related. They're the coolest people. Come. They're gonna be doing educational expos about cats, and they'll also have a lot of information about spay and neuter for our community at a discounted rate as well. So I think their main thing is to maintain and reduce the feral cat colonies. That's
Right.
really, in a nutshell, that's what they're for. They also provide a lot of health care and warm spots for those cats as well. So.
And I want to tell you two guys, and by the way, Matt Peterson said he can always help with production for events. He's a really good DJ. He does a lot of sound. You may want to get a hold of Matt if you really want. I don't know what you got. I know the one fella is into the music and was doing a lot of that. But if we ever have another event come up, Matt Peterson's a really good person.
Tell him to add me and send me a message so I know who he is. Like
send her a message, Matt. That's CiCi Marie, our Throttle Talk Girls. His name is Matt Peterson. But I always hate, and I watch a lot of Westerns, so they mostly come on Inspirational Channel or something like that. And every commercial, it seems like it's about Aska. And man, those are the saddest commercials, man. And they know how to hit you, hit your heart, man. They show these poor dogs and these poor cats, and they look like they haven't been fed in months, and they probably haven't. And they look like they're just no shelter, and man, it hits home. And for $19 a month, this is usually what things are going for. You can adopt and help an animal out as well. And you see these commercials, and it's just the hardest things to really get out of your mind, because it just paints an image. Can I be honest? I'll be transparent with you. It's hard for me to watch. Yeah. I turn it. I do, and it's not because I don't want to give. I just don't know how somebody. And don't let me ever catch you, by the way. I'll just go ahead and say it out here. Don't let me ever catch you abusing an animal.
Exactly.
If you're abusing an animal, you are no good piece of trash. and I will make sure that I get in your face about it. I promise you I will. But I just don't see how anybody can just, and you know what's so funny about these animals? I've told you before, and I've told our viewing audience, and CiCi will attest.
Oh, yeah.
They will still love you. You can kick them and beat them.
There's no
and
better
everything.
love than the unconditional love. Like my Trigger, you know my dog.
Yeah.
My dog is the
But
best.
what I'm saying,
like,
even if they get beat, they still come back to their owners and they still love them, and I don't get it. I just don't get that. But they are, like she said, they are the most loyal pets, animals, cats, any of them. And I just don't know how somebody can sit there and abuse and beat one of those animals.
No.
And we need all the help we can get with that.
Yes, and helping support just their vet care alone is very expensive.
So folks that have dogs or a litter or something, and they're having trouble getting rid of them,
Great question.
what kind of contacts can you help them with?
Ooh, I would say like veterinarian, but we're trying. The whole purpose of us is trying to prevent that.
Do you have any contacts?
I don't have any resources to give puppies away and stuff. I have more of like the preventative care to prevent the unwanted animals.
Yeah.
But let's hope people aren't breeding unless it's a desired breed.
I agree with you.
I mean, breeding has to happen. I mean, like, I love shepherds, you know that.
Sure.
And I have a specific type of dog. When my dog, grows up or whatever, I want to get a Malinois. And that's a very hard dog to take care of. But the best thing to do is research the type of animal you want that fits your lifestyle.
Right.
First of all, buy from a reputable breeder. Spay and neuter if the dog doesn't, we don't need to carry on that gene. Or, if it's just a pet, let's spay and neuter it ahead of time so we don't have to do that. But I bet you that would be a question for the people that work with animal control on Saturday.
David, that's a great question. We'll find out the answer, and we'll put it on our on-the-spot 32091 at gmail.com, or we can put it on our Facebook page. We'll get that answer, and if we can get one, you put it on yours too.
And here's something to think about. I see it all the time. It's harder to get rid of animals, and a lot of people are hesitant because if you go even on our word of mouth page, and somebody's trying to get rid of a puppy, people automatically start bashing them in the comments. I've seen it a million times.
Oh, of course.
And it gets, people are more hesitant to ask for help and stuff if you're not remaining positive and have resources or places like community cat caregivers, which, like, when I was talking to the lady, she knows a lot about this other thing called, Operation Catnip.
Right.
And they have a lot of resources for spay and neuter as well. So that's kind of like why I started working with all of them, honestly, to maintain and healthy animals in healthy homes in good situations and help the animals that haven't been so lucky, like the poor little feral cats.
Well, you know how dogs are. Male dogs, they'll run down the street just to get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They don't care.
But if they're fixed, they might not do that though.
Well, I used to always.
Hopefully. And that's why I've started helping both of the. I know it's back to back, both animal things, but that's what we're trying to do. That's the.
Look, that's your passion, and we can say we're helping this or whatever, and we've done it many times.
Yeah,
that's your passion.
Like I would target, like, if you made flyers and you targeted animal lover places like Tractor Supply, stuff like that, that would keep a lot of dogs from not being bait dogs. Jacksonville, there's a really high ring of that. Yeah. So, like, if I'm rehoming a dog, I want to know where it's going, who's your vet, that type of thing, and that helps kind of prevent that.
Yeah. That's why I used to love Price is Right with Bob Barker. Bob Barker, after every show, would say, spade and neuter your animals. Remember? That was his closing statement. And he would preach that 5 days a week when the show was when that show was on, that game show was on. And, I wish more people would take heed to that, like she said.
Right.
And then that problem wouldn't be so prevalent right now. But it's really a shame. But anyway, going back, so go over the events one more time of what we got cooking. So this weekend we have what?
And I just wanted to mention all of these events, like the title of each event, and you can look at my pages, of course. But if you type it in on Facebook, you're gonna find them. The first one coming up is the Fast and the Furious. That's this Saturday.
Right.
Then on, I think it's April 12th.
That's in the Harbor Freight parking lot, right?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
this Saturday is in the what is it?
Yeah.
It's like right before that. It's
Okay.
in the same parking area, but we're gonna
Right.
be over there at the what's it called?
You're gonna be over there by the
Ooh, you put me on the spot again.
Yeah, on the spot. That's what this show's about.
I think it's called No Limits Boutique. Is that what it is? The newer place.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, the
okay,
newer
yep,
place.
Okay.
Right there, it's kind of like by Burger King. But you can't miss
You
us.
can't miss it.
Yes, and we do appreciate them. Yep, it's the No Limits. It's actually a smoke shop and boutique, but they've offered us the whole parking lot, so that's really nice of them, and I do appreciate them, being so kind.
Okay.
And we're also going to have the 50-50 raffles and, all the stuff we normally do, and that benefits the Bradford County Sheriff's Office.
Do you have to show up?
I did, but my
Okay.
phone's dying.
Oh, is your phone dying too? My iPad died, and I lost those comments. So, and then I need to get to the weather report here. But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh,
you.
no.
Okay, yeah,
And
so,
then we
okay.
have the Chesed House. I just closed it.
Okay.
You're killing me.
Yeah, here we go. So,
There you go.
all right.
But
All
so
right.
then, what was it? You kind of lose my.
Kelly Williams, how are you? Go ahead.
We always do this.
We always do this. No,
We
you're
always do
good.
this.
So you're talking about
Mitchell's.
Mitchell's. Yeah.
Mitchell's is. I'm trying to do them in order. I'm
Right.
kind of unorganized right now. But Mitchell's is Saturday, April 12th. I'm definitely going to be there, probably
Right.
the Chevelle. And that is benefiting the Chesed House. Which
Chesed
you
House.
know all about
Mhm.
them. We did a
Yep.
car show for
We did
Christmas.
it for Christmas. Yep.
Yep,
When they was
and
around.
they help single mothers.
Yes.
I think that are pregnant. If
Yes.
I'm right.
Mainly
Single
that-
mothers
and that
they
are
help.
struggling. Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
and they help get on them on a better path for life. And I actually met two of the women that were involved in that, and they were absolutely wonderful people. So, anyway, and then we have the Community Cat Caregivers Car Show, and it's that we're titling that Easter in the Park with the Ferals. So, but it's all over my page. All you got to do is just go to Throttle Talk Girls. I know you and Mitchell both share
Yep.
all the events as well. So we'll try to keep you guys in the loop, but still on the spot. Yeah, and we're still looking for vendors and sponsors.
I'm glad you said that because I spotted that when and
we're looking for my notes are like I have
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it's all good.
at least it's there, and the
$25 vendor spots, by the way.
yeah, $25, and I know we're gonna have food, live music, egg hunt for children. The flyers are all over my page again, and don't forget about the cat food drive. If you're gonna be in the car show, please bring a big bag of cat food. You will get in for $10.
Hey, there you go. So keep up with the Throttle Girls, CiCi Marie. You can catch her there as well. On the spot with David Rodgers, you can catch those events there. Also, my personal page, Dave's page, and you can hit us on the spot 32091@gmail.com. And then we'll be checking that as well. So if you're interested in being a vendor or if you're interested in attending any of these events, by all means, please get a hold of us. Now, on any of these events, so before we go, do they cost anything? Does it cost anything to get in?
It doesn't cost to come and view them. No.
No. So the cars
even
you
if
can
you just
come.
want to come look at the cars,
Correct.
bring grandkids out, whatever. Doesn't cost anything, but
Right.
we will be having raffles and stuff like that you guys can commit to
Right.
if you want to help, but you don't have a car ready to show,
Right.
or it's in the shop, whatever. Still come, still support the causes. It's all for the community right here, local. So.
Okay, and then like I said, no cost on anything like that. Now, the food and things like that will be available at some of these events, especially the one on the 19th. Is that going to cost? There's going to be some cost
yes.
involved with that, and some drinks and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all because it's all going to benefit that. And they're a
Right.
501, so they're like a registered.
Yeah, this is not a
community cat-
fly-by-night.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. They're a 501. This is not a fly-by-night thing. If your money gets invested in this event, especially all of them, but especially the one on the 19th, I assure
Yeah.
you all that
And
money is
I've
going to
done
go to a great
I've done a lot
cause.
of
And you're
research.
transparent. You always tell people what's going on. So
Yeah.
you will say, we raised or whatever blank amount of dollars, and then those dollars are going for this, and this. So you're very transparent with that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Will my plug fit in your laptop?
It may, Dave. It may. Yeah, if you don't mind there, sir. And I'm going to hold CiCi's phone just a second. She's almost out, too. But I want to go ahead and just acknowledge a couple of our viewers here. Matt Peterson says, Clay County Strawberry Festival. Okay. No, you're good. Clay County Strawberry Festival, there will be a big car show, and with the rest of the events, he'll be there DJing Saturday and Sunday, March the 1st and the 2nd. Great gig there, by the way, brother. Do you know Michaela Thomas?
I do know Michaela Thomas.
Okay, Michaela Thomas is watching. Want to say hello to her?
Hey, honey. We'll see you guys soon. I don't know if you're going to the studio tonight, but I'll be headed that way. Just a little bit.
So one of your
yeah,
okay.
yeah. She comes and hangs out at the studio, and she loves music like we do. So
good. All right, that sounds good. So, all right, I'm going to read the weather report, Dave,
Yes,
and
sir.
then let's take a commercial break. I'll let CiCi hang out with us here while I do the do the weather report. Forecast for the local area tonight, mostly clear, patchy fog after midnight, lows in the upper 40s, west winds around 5 miles per hour. Wednesday, patchy fog in the morning, sunny, highs in the upper 70s. How about that? Light and variable winds becoming south around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Wednesday night, mostly clear, patchy fog after midnight, lows in the lower 50s, southeast winds around 5 miles per hour in the evening, becoming light and variable after that. Thursday, sunny, highs in the upper 70s, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s, west winds around 5 miles per hour. And then Friday, getting into the weekend, sunny, highs in the mid 70s. Friday night, mostly clear in the evening, and then becoming partly cloudy, lows in the mid 40s. Sounds like a dadgum wonderful, wonderful weekend, and the rest of the week coming up. So, do you have any more? Do you have any more? What's this here? Yeah, I was going to get into that, Matt, right here. Absolutely, and I was going to talk about that here in just a couple of minutes with our community news here. Couple of things that are coming up before you go, and then I'll get into some political stuff. So, Daytona Beach Bike Week starts February 28th and runs through Sunday, March 9th. Experience some outdoor fun along Florida's historic coast. It's their 84th anniversary, Dave. Did you know that? 84th anniversary. A lot of events going on down there, so make sure if you've never been to check it out. I assure you that you will have a great time. I know you've been to Bike Week.
Oh, yeah.
Bike Week is so fun. I wish I had a bike. But, Dave, I may take you up on the offer, man. Maybe me and I ought to just cruise down there in the truck or in the car, man, and let's just cruise down Main Street.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, how about this one? I can't wait because I love their sandwiches. Wawa grand opening and ribbon cutting, March the 20th at 8 a.m., Dave. We need to be there for that. I think I'm going to take the day off. We probably need to film that for On the Spot with David Rodgers. What do you think? That's the Wawa grand opening and ribbon cutting, March the 20th at 8 a.m. The Ark has got a job fair, February 27th from 9 to 1. If you're interested in working with the Ark, please go to that event.
Mm-hmm. That's a great group of people. We just did a car show for them. What was that, last week?
Last week, which we didn't actually talk. That was really good.
That was a great group of people.
Yes, it was.
I totally love them. They're just
both those ladies that he sent out there, and John's a great guy. It really turned out really well. A couple of things we're going to tweak, but I tell you, it'll be a big time event. As a matter of fact, what day is that show? What day is that show?
April 19th.
Okay.
I'll send you an itinerary.
Well, I thought I may have had a conflict of interest, but I don't. Ours is going to be the 26th. We're going to redo this again.
April's just going to be a big time for us because we got 12th, the 19th, and the 26th.
So the 26th will be at the Downtown Grill. Chrissy's going to host it. And Main Street, the business merchant, downtown Main Street. That's going for the Ark again.
Yes.
Yep. So hopefully everything works out there. But if you're interested in working for the Ark, job fair, February 27th, 9 to 1 at our Ark of Bradford County. Hope Christian Academy Blood Drive is tomorrow. It's the 26th, right? Yes, it is. Life South will be there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They are needing blood of every type. We just had a blood drive at work at New Millennium. And plus, they're needing plasma really bad. So if you're able to give blood, please go out there and give blood. You never know when you may need it, and you don't never know when you may be saving someone's life. Bradford County Agricultural Fair is March the 4th through March the 9th. We'll be out there, David, doing a couple little things for our page. So make sure you attend the Bradford County Fair this year, March 4th through the 9th. And, of course, they'll still have all the buildings open and all that. Chuck will probably be doing a remote from there. So make sure you go out there and visit. Strawberry Festival. Matt. Strawberry Festival, Saturday, March 29th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's going to be at the Bradford County Fairgrounds. And then Sunday, March the 30th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So both days we'll be out there too, Dave. We probably need to get a couple of things there. I'd like to start beefing up our page with some of these local events. I think it'll get some people popping and with their eye interest there.
Yeah.
So definitely that's some of the events that are coming up right now this weekend. So, CiCi, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing with the things that you're involved in, the car shows that you were going to be involved in. I know I'll be involved in a couple. I'm with you as well. And really had a great time with you. Thanks for all the information. Dave, do you have anything for her before we...
No, she pretty well covered everything.
She did. She was right on it and really gave a bunch of stuff. Hey, one quick plug the Throttle Talk girls.
What about it?
Plug it. Talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
just follow us on Facebook or
How can
we're
you
on
get there?
Instagram. It's Throttle Talk Girls. All you gotta do is type
Search
in,
it. Search.
Yep, and you'll see the little AI logo with the girl holding a wrench in front of a car.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, watch next week. I'm so pumped about it though. Next week, hopefully, I'm gonna catch me a big old yellowfin tuna. I'm going deep sea fishing. So
you'll have that on your page and everything.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna be making like a very detailed vlog of that.
Okay.
So go watch me. Hopefully, catch a yellowfin.
There you go.
That's
All
all.
right. Well, CiCi, thank you for coming on. Dave, let's go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back, and I want to talk about a couple of things, and we'll close out the show.
All righty. All right.
Yay! Did I?
Beautiful to you as well, and thank you very much. Say hello to Dave Holland as well. Matt Peterson said thanks a lot. He said no sound, but I think we do have sound now.
We got it.
We got it. So you can keep sending your comments. Shirley, I think we got it back now. So the sound. So anyway, great interview with CiCi Marie.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a couple of great guests. First and foremost, I want to recap. I know Karma Never Miss was on the show here for just a little bit. Hopefully she's still watching, and you can come anytime you want. Nicole signed this for us in Slocum there. Rise and Reclaim, Healing After Heartbreak. From Heartbroken to Healed, Your Crown Awaits. Miss Nicole Slocum. She was our guest last week talking about her ebook, David.
Yeah.
I've read it, and I want you to take it, and I want you to read this. It is very interesting, great reading. She's really got some great points and some great values and some great thoughts that she's put into that book. So, Nicole, you got a good thing going there, and just keep up the good work, and hopefully you'll sell a lot of books through, what was it again? Amazon, it was one. And what was the other one? I can't think of it. I can't remember the other site. But anyway, maybe somebody will let us go. They said, there you go, it's back. So anyway, I want to thank our guests for the past 2 weeks. We're going to have Gary Wallace on next week, David. He is one of the, can I say, another finder now, because, you know, we hadn't had Pop Warner football in a little bit, especially with the Bradford County Cowboys. And, you know, so Gary Wallace will be coming on. We'll be talking about that a little bit. You know, football is one of my favorite things anyway. You know that, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this ought to be pretty easy. So me and Byron will have an interview with Gary Wallace. His son plays on the Tornado football team. So we'll be talking about that as well. So Gary will be our guest next week, next Tuesday night, right here at the studios. David, I don't know what just happened to that pen. Let me get it here. Hang on a minute here. Gotta have a pen.
It's way down there.
Yeah, way down here. So anyway, back. So want to talk a couple of things. David?
Yes.
You know, since January the 20th, even before then, but since January the 20th, when President Trump and Vice President Vance took office, man, from day one, from hours one, hey, they've hit the ground running, haven't they?
Yeah.
Man, immigration, getting rid of illegal immigrants. Anybody that's involved with gangs, or now you're on the terrorist watch list. So we're doing the right thing and getting rid of these illegal criminals as we should. I wish I would have had some numbers for you, but I know it's in the upwards of a bunch, so I will just put it that way. Also, we are investigating, Dave, where a lot of, besides getting ready to drill, drill, baby, drill. You remember hearing that?
Yes.
Drill, baby, drill. And, securing the border wall and other things, working on the economy as well. We've got a really smart guy that's heading up. There you go, it's back. Okay, good. We've got a really smart guy in the White House that I think is very smart. Donald Trump is not stupid. He didn't make billions by being stupid. I think we got a good vice president, and he surrounded himself with great cabinet members and people in different positions. Mm-hmm. And one of them is a man that I really admire and I think is very smart. And, of course, that will be Mr. Elon Musk. If y'all don't know Elon Musk, well, I'll let you read about him right there. Let me see, Dave, if I can get the comments to come up here. I'm not sure what's going on here, David.
I know, it's been weird.
It's been weird all night. Let me see if I can get it here. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, maybe. Anyway, we'll get them. If you can see the comments, Dave, you can read them all. But anyway, Elon Musk, President Trump appointed him to run and be in charge of DOGE. DOGE, you know what that stands for?
Department of Government Easement.
Efficiency. Yes. So, anyway, he's been tasked to do that, and of course he's been auditing different things, IRS, different organizations, different things, and he's been finding a lot of monies that were misappropriated. Can I put it that way?
Yeah.
I'll just put it misappropriated, and it's upwards of trillions of dollars, which is a lot of money, and that's why they want to give each and every American taxpayer a $5,000 stimulus check, pretty much. Saying, hey, we found this money, and that's what Elon Musk wants to do. He's asked President Trump about it, and President Trump's like, I guess they're in work on that. But anyway, so one of the things that he's going to audit is Fort Knox. So,
see if the gold is lead instead of gold.
So, I think that's a great idea. And, they've been transparent with everything. They've told you what they found on other things. Now, I don't mind you being transparent. And I don't think Byron minds you being transparent. My thing is, if you're going to be transparent and there is wrongdoing, let's prosecute these people. Let's make the time fit the crime. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to give you an example. And I know we're sort of talking apples to oranges, but we're really talking apples to apples. Okay. I'll leave here tonight. I had me 4 cold ones. Let's say me and you have 4 cold ones. I drive out of here, and the cop pulls me over, and he pulls me over for DUI.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm going to jail, ain't I?
Yeah.
And if I'm not going to jail, I'm definitely getting my license taken.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting my car impounded.
Mm.
I'm definitely going to have to face the judge at some point about this.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me a lot of money. But guess what? I'm not getting away with that.
Nope.
I'm not getting away with that. And that's just, and I don't want to say that's a low, because DUI is a very, very harsh offense. You kill somebody or yourself.
Yes.
When you're under the influence. But why are me and you getting arrested for that without a question? But these people that are doing wrong and is proven to be doing wrong, why aren't they getting arrested? Well, we need somebody's head to roll. before people start going, hey, these people are serious. And I think eventually that will come.
Yeah.
And I do want to. I do like the transparency, but with the transparency, there needs to be some punishment to the crime that particular person's group, whatever the case may be, needs. It needs to fit this. You know what I'm saying? The crime needs to fit the sentence.
I think the JOD.
Dogie, are you talking? Are you talking about Supreme? Are you talking about Supreme Court?
Well, the law enforcement agency of the country isn't going to let it
Homeland
slide.
Security. I mean, you're talking Homeland Security. Yeah, without, I hope not. I mean, so, okay, here we go. I think we're back now. So, yeah. So, look, at the end of the day, we got Supreme Court justices everywhere. We need to get a paper trail and bring charges against these people and make them face the time. Mm-hmm. We have to, as ordinary citizens, tax-paying citizens, by the way.
Yeah.
We have to do it, so why shouldn't they do it?
I agree.
I've told you Hillary Clinton should have already paid for Benghazi. Not back in 2015. 9 years later, nothing. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, so what I'm leading up to, hey, Nicole, how you doing? Nicole's on. Say hi to Dave. Dave, say hi to Nicole.
Hello, Nicole.
We were just talking about you in your book. So, anyway, so what happens, and I want y'all's opinions too, guys, anybody that's watching.
Yeah.
So, pretty much about what you said. Elon Musk gets there, they go in there, and they open up Fort Knox. And either, well, okay, great point, because I said that. It's empty, or only a third of the gold is there and 2/3 is missing, or any of it's missing, which I think there is. Just in my opinion, I think there is. I don't know how much. But what if it is empty? My question to you is, and to everybody else here, okay, she says she's going. She says, "How you doing, Dave?"
Doing
Nicole.
good, doing good.
She
Nicole?
says, "Yeah, Nicole." She says, "I'm gonna try to make it next week." She said,
"Oh, that'd be sweet."
"That'll be sweet because we're working on something, Nicole, and I'm gonna get with you on that. By the way, on what we're trying to do."
Yes, ma'am.
So, what happens? And he goes, "Oh my God, all this damn gold is gone." What do you think he should do?
Well, we need to find out where it went.
Okay.
It's not backing our money, so
Yeah, well, can we go preface back a little bit? And you're right, it's not, and it hasn't for a while. You know that, right? You know we haven't been on the gold standard for a while.
right.
But even still, yes, you're right.
It's our gold.
So, he's been transparent with everything else. Should he go to the public with that? Here's my answer, and I'll let you think about it. And me and Byron, I say no. And I'm going to tell you why I say no. Until what you said, until there's an investigation done, figure out where this gold went. I'll remind everybody about 2008 when the stock market crashed. If you come out there and be transparent right away and say there's no gold in Fort Knox, first and foremost, you're fixing to have an uprising here that you wouldn't believe. Are you kidding me? Second thing is the stock markets are going to crash.
Yeah.
How does that affect me? Well, my money's tied up in 401k plans. I can't afford to me and Shelly both, between us, took almost $400,000 hit in 2008. I can't afford to take that hit again. I'm telling you right now. If that hit takes, I'm just going to have to work the rest of my life. So there's decisions that have to be made. You know how much that scares me if that happens and the public are informed. That's what Shirley said. Absolutely.
It would be chaos.
It would be mess
through the country.
Yes. Do I think he should audit it and investigate it? Yes, I do. I do. I mean, none of us really know what's in there. We think we know what's in there, but I don't know what's in there. And if that is the case, as Shirley just said and we just said, if that is the case, I don't think he needs to be transparent with that right now.
Well, they'll probably lie and say it's all there.
Well, that's the other thing. He's been transparent with everything else. So is Donald Trump. Do you think this may be so big that he may have to lie about it?
He would have to. There's no maybe about it.
I mean, yeah, because like I said, what the first thing that's going to happen is you tell the public people that gold is gone. They're going to be, and you're talking about.
That's like saying the country's
broke. Yes, broke. Yes.
That the dollar bill won't mean anything.
And it almost doesn't anyway right now, really. It's well, it means something. There is spendable.
Yeah.
It's spendable. And it's backed by other things. Mm-hmm. But like you said, you tell everybody that there ain't no gold there? Holy smoke. Are you kidding me?
You know what'll happen next? They'll make gold illegal and collect it from everybody in this country.
And that's a great point. Because you see these commercials. You see these commercials. And you've seen them as I've seen them, and as everybody else has seen them here. Commercials that go, hey, invest your money in gold. Hey, we've got these gold pieces we can send you. You know what I mean? Stack this gold. Stack this gold.
Yep.
Until they need to collect it. They know who bought it. They know. Now, I think it's illegal to do that. I mean, that's your money that you put into it. You know what I'm saying? You're taking your American dollars and buying gold assets.
Yeah.
Because gold is worth something, right? Absolutely, it's worth something.
Well, if you buy it, you got ownership.
You got ownership.
How can somebody else just take it?
Take it. They can't. And if they did, some of these patriots, some of these people that's collected gold all these years, boy, you'd have a fight on your hands. You would have, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You ain't come and take my gold. What?
That's why you find gold in a wall on a 100-year-old house.
Sure, because people collect it. Yeah, for sure. And but I wanted to ask you that, and I wanted to ask the viewers that, because I don't think he needs to be transparent with this one. Even if you said he has to tell a white lie or whatever, or you may
I agree with you.
Yeah, that is what scared me, because, again, I know he's been transparent. President Trump, anybody that he's appointed to any of these positions, been transparent. You know, they'll tell you, hey, we shipped so many illegal immigrants off today. They'll tell you that. They're not afraid to tell you.
No.
But that, I would be afraid to tell, because what you said, this could cause chaos for sure. The one thing for sure that'll happen, the stock markets will definitely crash. As soon as they get wind of that, oh yeah, there'll be people's retirements and 401ks that hasn't collected it yet, i.e. David Rodgers, and others as well. Probably won't be nothing there to collect. Oh. And if it is, it's very little, because it's going to take a hell of a hit.
Yes.
So I'm looking at some other things as well. But no, you're right, Shirley. That's a scary thought. We talked about that a little bit, and that's a scary thought. And I think we were all in consensus about where that needs to be. But I think they're doing, David, that audit this week sometime, or beginning of next week. Yeah, so they'll be looking into that here real quickly. Absolutely.
It's been years since that's been audited.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time, and if it has, I never heard a report on it.
No.
So, if anybody knows that would be great news to hear, if that's the case. But
I'm thinking back in Kennedy's days.
Probably. Maybe somewhere Lyndon Johnson days, something in there. I'm with you on that. Or Nixon, somewhere in there.
A while back.
Yeah, it definitely is a while back. So, but I just wanted to throw that out to you, because we talked about work today, and like I said, talked to Shirley and Lisa and Byron about it. Yeah, it's a scary thought. So, just something for you guys to think about. I'm going to go ahead and close the show down. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Dave's going to check that out for us when it was audited. So I bet we're close. Dave's like, I can't get a response. But anyway, I want to thank our guest, CiCi Marie. She was fantastic. She did a great job talking about some of the events and things she's got coming up, along with some car shows. I want to thank everybody for, like I said, for tuning in and just caring about what we do here. Make sure that you share this page to all your people. We would love to have a lot more followers, Dave, to this program. I know that we're a little diversified in what we talk about. We talk about this. Didn't really talk about no sports tonight. But, we will hit that next week for sure, as we'll have Gary Wallace coming on. But just some of the different things that are going on in the community, some of the different things that are happening in the country. Somebody asked me today, and Judith, I love you, but I'm going to lay off that subject for now. I want to do some research on that, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to lay off that subject for tonight. I'm going to do some research on that before I get into that. Dave, do you have any last parting words or anything?
No.
No. Okay. So Dave said he's ready to go home. I think Dave's tired. I know I'm tired. Again, thank you for tuning in. Byron, I hope you get better, get to feeling better. You'll be here next week with me so we can talk with Gary Wallace. Hopefully Austin will be done with his stuff so he can be here to distribute the weather. May have a new weather girl. I'm not sure just yet. Me and Dave's going to do a couple of things with that. I want to thank Dave for always directing and producing the show. I'm not sure if Mitchell Gunner's still going, but if you want to, you can go to On the Spot Motorsports Media. He's having an interview tonight, as of course the Gator Nationals will be coming up, and of course his racing and everything that he does as well. So they're doing a podcast over there tonight. But Dave, thank you so much. Audience, thank you so much. I love you. We do this because of you. It's nothing that hey, I've been there and done that. You know what I mean? We do this because we love it. And we love all you guys, and we just love being with you, loving all your comments. Please share the page. Tell everybody to tune into On the Spot with David Rodgers, and also On the Spot Motorsports Media. Please tell them to tune into that. Please share the page, like I said, make it shareable. God bless you. Love each and every one of you. Have a great rest of the night. Have a great rest of the week. And we'll see you next Tuesday night right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. God bless you guys. Peace out. Love you.